All right, it's time for August marketing. Welcome to Role Model Business, a podcast to help you grow your business, especially in the martial arts world. I'm AJ Klingerman, a Brazilian Jiu Jitsu black belt, obsessed with helping you grow your business and your community.
And I'm Jennifer Risser, also a Brazilian Jiu Jitsu black belt, here to learn right along with you.
Okay, full disclosure, we are wearing the same thing we wore in last week's episode because we are recording it back to back. The weekend that this comes out, or the Monday that this comes out, will be our Role Model Women's Only Grappling Camp, and we were pretty sure there was no way we were recording a podcast during that time. So this is what batching looks like.
I did offer to change my shirt. She said no.
No, I want to be honest. Like, usually we are very much like in the moment of the things we're doing, but sometimes batching is what works best. So. Yeah. So here we are, still in these shirts.
Here we are on July 5th doing our August marketing.
Yes. Seems a little early. Also, August has maybe even more potential for being boring than July did. At least July has a holiday in it.
True.
August really has nothing as far as any kind of, normal, quote unquote, holidays in it.
It has back to school, though.
It does, yeah. And we talked a lot about that in the July podcast. So my advice to you would be, before you're thinking about your August marketing, like, go ahead and go back to that July podcast, because a lot of the things could be the same. The back to school stuff, the things you make up on your own, like a team party. Our team party this year is mid-August. We've done it in July multiple times, but this one will be mid-August. You could do like Spirit Week or any of those things that we talked about in July. If you didn't do it in July, which you probably didn't do all of it, you can use it in August.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So since we've covered all of that already, I don't need to cover it again, but let's get into some of the silly holidays.
Okay, what do we got first?
Let's see. First is on Wednesday the 5th is Work Like a Dog Day. So, you could just do something where, like, basically this classes on this Wednesday are going to be like comp training. It's going to be like hard work type thing. So
it's tough because you could take that either way, because our dogs are very lazy.
That is true. But I think the trope is that, working like a dog means working hard.
Yeah. Well, and that's perfect for a Wednesday, because our Wednesday classes are our hardest classes.
They are. And there is a lazy day further down in the month, but I don't think I wrote that in our notes. So if you wanted a lazy training day, you could do it that.
Could do something silly for that. Even for train like a dog day or work like a dog day, I guess. You could do dog fight. That's a position in jiu-jitsu.
Ooh, yeah, that's really good. I like that. That's fun. So just have fun with these things, right? This is the point. It's people are bored. Keep them from not being so bored. Yeah. Give them some entertainment. The next one I have is something you mentioned before I had even written it on the board, but that is Left-Handers Day.
Yeah.
And that's August 13th, which is a Thursday. So what were your ideas for that?
Oh, I was saying everyone should have to do everything left-handed.
I love that. I think that'd be so fun. You could really promote your people that are already left-handed, like give them extra props that day, or make them show how they do certain takedowns left-handed, or, whatever it is. But I think that's really fun.
Well, I like the concept too, just from a jiu-jitsu standpoint, because, our coach Rachel talks a lot about how, most people are right-handed, so they pass this direction and blah, blah, blah. And so if you're not left-handed, that's probably your weak side and all that kind of stuff. So it actually could be strategically useful as well.
Absolutely. I personally love trying things on both sides. Like, I think it's important to practice things at least a little bit on both sides, maybe not 50-50, but at least some. But yeah, I like the idea of it being like the whole day is you have to do everything left-handed.
Yeah. Ooh, we should shake out backwards and have to use our left hands.
That's so fun. So like start with the white belts and go.
So yeah, that goes the other direction.
Yeah, I like that. Oh, we're gonna break their brains.
Yep.
Okay, continuing on. This one's not as like silly, but Monday the 17th is National Nonprofit Day. So you could do some sort of fundraiser that day. Maybe you could do like a roll-a-thon, or you could collect canned goods, or, you know, maybe back to school supplies. I don't know if that's a little late in the season for that, but just something like that. Just something to support one of your favorite nonprofits.
Yeah, that's great.
Thanks. All right. back to fun. Tuesday the 18th is National Fajita Day. So maybe you just all go out and have fajitas after class.
Yeah.
They could have whatever they want, but that would be the promotion.
Yeah.
We love to go out to eat after class at least once a month, but we pretty much always choose a Mexican restaurant. So,
well, in terms of that late, there aren't that many places open.
That's true.
So
That's true.
Mexican can get us in and out.
Yeah. And pretty much everyone likes it. So,
True.
yeah. The 18th is also like National Couples Day. I know there's already Valentine's Day and there's like Sweethearts Day in October. But if you wanted to use that in your marketing or, encouraging people to bring their partner or spouse or whatever, that could be a fun time.
Yeah, I love that. It's always good to encourage people's partners to come in and try it out or even just hang out and watch class and meet people.
Yeah. And I think that would be a great time to like invite them in and then go to dinner afterwards because they feel a little more bonded and connected right away because you can actually like sit and get to talk to them and get to know them a little bit.
Cool.
So go ahead and combine those two. Tuesday the 25th is Secondhand Clothing Day.
Okay.
And so my thought for that was you could have kind of like a, clothing swap. So you could have people bring their, gis that don't fit them or they're not wearing anymore, or their rash guards that they're not really in rotation anymore. For us, we do this for 2 whole months out of the year. We do it all of April and all of October. But this could be just a fun one-day event where they come and bring in their clothes they're not wearing and give it a second life.
Yeah. Although just know that sometimes we end up with a lot of extra gear as a result of that because people bring their stuff, but they don't take it back, right? It's nice though because then we have sort of a closet of kind of gently used gear that people can, if somebody comes in that really needs gear, we can help them.
Yeah. We have that a lot where somebody comes in and they, just maybe can't really afford a gi or a second gi, but they're training multiple days a week and they really need a second one. So we're able to give that to them.
Yeah. And if you have a surplus, you also could mail it to somebody like Alicia Weingarten does the Sisterhood of the Traveling Gi. So she takes gis. Hero Academy takes gis. I think you have to take it with you. I don't think you can mail it to them. But there are definitely places. Oh, Third Ward in Texas. They're a nonprofit and they certainly take gently used gear. So there are definitely places out there that can take gently used gear. If you do something like that and you're like, oh, actually, I have a bunch of gear left over.
Yeah. So I just thought that could be a really fun one to kind of celebrate. And then the last one I really saw that kind of, might be something fun is on Monday the 31st is Trail Mix Day. So that could just be, like a fun little snack that you give them after class or whatever.
Okay,
So,
cool.
Not a lot going on in August.
But like we said, you can invent your own holiday. Mm-hmm. We do our monthly, celebration dinner. So we always at least have that in a month.
Yes.
And back to school, you could be starting to talk about like buddy passes, like bring your new best friend into the gym and stuff like that.
Yeah. And, a lot of people participate in Jiu Jitsu Con, Master Worlds, whatever. So you can do something, leading up to that. Like it could be extra comp trainings or it could be some sort of, silent auction or raffle. Look into the legalities of that, but something like that you could do to help raise money for the team going. Just make August special in any way you can.
Yeah, you could also raise money for National Nonprofit Day.
That's right. So,
all right. Well,
yeah, this is short and sweet.
Yeah, good luck with August. She's hot, she's boring.
There's plenty of time for fun, not as much time for holidays, I guess.
Yeah, you can make your own kayaking day.
Ooh, that would be fun.
I just want to go kayaking, if I'm honest.
Yeah. Any kind of team outing like that you could, participate in. We did a team outing doing tubing one year. Like just something like that would be really fun.
Pro tip, make sure the water's high enough.
Yes.
Or you might not all leave friends.
But that's it. So,
all right. Well, that wraps it up for this week. Content corner piece for this week?
Oh, yes. So this would be a carousel. So again, if you're not familiar with what a carousel is, it's basically multiple pictures that people kind of flip through to read what is on each one. And this one would be how I met some of my best friends. So it's kind of a fun way to promote some other people around you, or to like spotlight them, I guess is a good way. And they could be, you know, some students or coaches that you've become good friends with, or people you met in competition, or people you met at camps, or anything like that. So it's just a nice fun way to highlight them and show people how their community can be built through being a part of your academy.
Oh, that's very cute.
Thanks. So that's it.
All right. Well, subscribe to the Substack and Patreon and YouTube and podcast, etc.
Yes.
All right. Well, you know what we always say.
If you build it,
Learn how to market it.
get referrals,
Follow up with prospects.
offer a great product,
Grow a community.
they will come. Now get out there and get it done. We believe in you.